Recording in progress.
Hi, hello, and welcome to the Consularship brought to you by Vertex of Abundance. My name is Priestess Abossi. I'll be your oracle today. I was sent to deliberate the findings for an opener channeled reading. It's a channeled reading because I'm not dealing anything. You know, we're dealing maybe with a Libra energy, maybe a Cancer. We're also dealing with some kind of Gemini energy, maybe a Pisces. You know, there's going to be like a divide, and it's not really us versus them. Nobody is better or than anybody else, but a lot of people are more deserving than others, perhaps because they're ready for something or they've done the groundwork. There's this energy of an opposing force. It's always been there, but now we're saying no to the thing that is this opposing force. So there's some kind of reaction. It's basically pre-pendulum swings. Something's not working anymore, and the retaliation is going to come out. Now, not all retaliation is the intent to retaliate. Sometimes it's just an energy is trying to get its way, and energy is moving. Its force is so strong that it's going to take a moment to break that force. You know, energy is never destroyed, it just changes form. A lot of us are also about to receive our spiritual inheritance, whatever that is, whatever that looks like. It can be that there's something related to our destiny, our birthright, and it could be because we're part of the eternal kingdom. We are made of the image of what heaven had, conspired or intended. But again, remember where we're coming from, the land of the unhealed, unawakened, living in sin in some kind of way, shape, form, or another. Again, unhealed, unawakened, yet to confront whatever goes is alive in them with that moon card. Yet to confront whatever wasn't alive in them. Now, there's something happening over the next week where whatever energy we're putting out, we're going to align into. Beautiful. I might keep hitting the mic or something. If you hear a few noises, I apologize. There also is a little bit of energy of like, if you're culturally aligned, magic. But also, it could just be that somebody's grind is creating a spiritual manifestation of some kind, and it's going to hit a community, or it's either going to manifest on the community level, or it's going to get the attention of the divine kingdom, one or the other. I'm looking at the same energy, two different manifestations. Seven of Cups, Moon card. Eight of Pentacles, Four of Wands. Ten of Cups, Queen of Swords, Emperor. So we could be dealing with some kind of discernment from a professional standpoint, or we could be dealing with a Cancer rising. We're laying some type of foundation or groundwork. Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Ace of Swords, Death card with the Magician. So we're going to have a change in boss or in leadership, or maybe even like a change in some kind of authority, anything from a change in baby daddy, a change in building manager, boss at work, a change in it's anything, some type of change of a masculine energy, whether it's their role or their gender, whether it's identified or assigned. There's also some end of patience here. Over the last week, we've had some kind of discernment with the King, Knight of Wands, and the Sun card here with the Magician and the Queen of Pentacles. Whatever foundation we're building security out of is shifting and changing. Knight of Swords, Four of Swords, that's desiring some type of stasis or quarantine or respite. With the Eight of Swords, we are being restrained in some kind of way. So we need to yield to something. With the Ace of Pentacles, High Priestess, and the Nine of Wands here, we're standing our ground in some kind of way, but it's really more because there's been obstacles and barriers. So we're heading from the Seven of Cups energy into the Moon. The Seven of Cups is clarified. Mainly this narrative is needing fulfillment, and we're taking actions towards that. Mainly drive, desires, passions, motivations. And we're going back towards the past, probably to heal from it. There was a time we were unhealed. Seven of Cups. Unhealed, unawakened, inept in some kind of way, meaning lacking skillfulness, know-how. I'll be right back. So we're going from this needing to heal, maybe even, there may be a returner as well that sees that they went forward. Probably, we don't have the energy of an ex, which is typically Three of Swords or the Devil card. We can't have somebody that broke up with us, but they never planned on being an ex. That would be Eight of Cups, Eight of Swords. We don't have any pending breakup, Five of Cups, Five of Swords. But I am, for some reason, my dear, getting the energy of an ex. Now, this doesn't always mean love was involved. It could have been a best friend, it could have been a business partner, it could have even been an employer that let us go and now they want us back. I see this personally happen often because, dealing with the chosen ones, our value isn't seen in the beginning, and then we have that Mike Brown effect. They never wanted us until they didn't have us anymore. And then they saw who we really were when they no longer had access to us. This is going to happen a lot. So we're moving from this healing, and there's a lot here, maybe even some toxicity with the Seven of Cups, into this Moon. So that's things that are latent, meaning non-manifest. There is usually something to confront. There can be a little bit of fear. Normally something's going bump in the depths of our subconscious. There might be something, like I said, to confront, typically the shadow. It can be something unhealed, unawakening, especially with the Seven of Cups. It always means that there's hidden agenda, ulterior motives. There might be hidden enemies. Okay, with the Sun card clarifying this Moon, it means the mystery will be revealed. Not always is everything brought to the light. And if it is, it's something that's melodramatic, so you have to read between the lines. On our end, we're healing, Temperance card. On the opposite end of us, there's the Magician with the Death. So there was an end of communication. There was some kind of transition to the leadership, Death Emperor. And there is something here around work, or if it's not work, they are projecting their energy our way. It's probably some kind of compulsion energy, Death in the Emperor, or death energy. Because on our end, we're building some type of foundation. It can be that we're looking for a role. Four of Wands, we're successful at it. We're trained well enough, Queen of Pentacles. It's going to take a little bit of while, Seven of Pentacles. With the Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, that means we're needing to make an investment. We're needing to put our energy into this. We're needing to have some type of agenda or investment or groundwork laid. There's going to be a little bit of waiting. With the Eight of Swords, Four of Swords here. But we have a good feeling about this cycle. So there's a change to our foundation. It's probably around our work. There may be a sense of X here. So we might have to get rid of something, not like a person, but like a plan or strategy that we have, and kind of lean into another one. There's a double seven here, so there's an alert of some kind. Yeah, wherever there's clear happiness, and there will be a little bit of feud and fighting around it. There's one clear path to go, and there will be some confusion or restraint. Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is second guessing or rules, regulations, restrictions. It's basically where somebody's being rained down. Wrangled down, can't even be being arrested. We're okay. We just need to hold our ground. And there is a switch or a flop or some kind of needing to attend to something. Things are going to start moving, and there needs to be a definitive decision made, and it needs to be announced or declared. It's as if we are going to need to intercede. And remember, my dear, intercession is different than intervention. Intervention is when you involve your energy, like, you put your physical energy into something. Intercession is when you put your spiritual energy into it. Typically, it's when you go before the Lord and pray, or you call somebody up on the phone and you advocate. You don't throw your hat in the ring. You don't involve yourself in their karma. That's intervening. Interceding is when you make a call to the Lord or on their behalf. So we're in a solid position, but we will need to attend to this, whatever it is. There's barriers and obstacles in some kind of way, but it would just require spiritual strength. Nine of Wands. On our end, it's going to bring out some pure, exalted, gracious influence over an entire cycle that's going to bring us to a hidden role of some kind. Four of Wands, Moon card. On this other side, there is the promise of the material abundance, but they need to work something out. There might be a lot to process, Seven of Cups, but again, they're working through something, Seven of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. And it may be, uh, another energy. It has to do with survival. So it can be sex energy or um, work, because my root chakra just started vibrating. So I'm happy that this is not a love reading or an enemy reading. Maybe I spoke too soon, but excuse my language for getting so excited. But It's just been back to back to back to back love or, you know, enemy reading. So I'm happy that this is clearly work. We have Queen of Pentacles, Emperor, that's the boss. We're probably going to have a new boss and a new job. And even if it's in the same organization, which I don't see here, I don't see that. But even if it's within the same organization, there's a transition. And it says we handle it perfectly. So if we've laid the foundation, we did it right. If we had to intercede in some kind of way, we did it the correct way. The Nine of Wands Temperance card, that's usually moon in the ninth house or in the sign of Sagittarius. I'm hearing this song. I don't understand why it's here. There's something we didn't know. There's something we weren't aware of. There's something that we were never informed of. There may be some ineptitude. Now, it's a generalization or something in the past because it's here in, listen, it's saying that the current past, the energy that's at dissipation point. What is increasing right now is the La Luna, the moon. So that is coming more on the way. Now, we're in the most of favorable positions. The only thing that's better than the Four of Wands is the Nine of Cups. The name of the song is This Love. It's by Pink. It's by her first album, Can't Take Me Home. On the cover, she has pink hair and these interesting sunglasses. Her hair is exceptionally short, but pink. We have a double eight. We have a double ace. We have a double queen. We have a double seven. We have a double four. We have a triple queen. So there's some vying for spots or attention or whatever or what have you. That's what the queens are, my darling. It's the front of the war, and the war is a large, margin there. It's not always a battle. Okay, the war spelled backwards is raw, so it has to deal with an experience. Okay, and that's what the queens are. Regina. That's what a queen is. Regina D, meaning it's of. So the front of this, the front of that. Okay, now we have the front of our security or our material abundance. We have the front of our supreme authority or oppositional experience, what we're being confronted with. We have the front of our soul or our spiritual being, the cups. It can also talk about relationships, but if we're talking about relationships with the cups, then the swords are talking about oppositional relationships, and then meaning and then benevolent relationships, cups, malignant relationships. And it's not here. We don't have a two of cups. We have a four of wands. We have a temperance, but there's no double 10. We have a double ace though. I know I need the two of cups or the lovers card. I'm not getting love. We have it technically it qualifies, but I don't see it. Because when I'm asking, it's showing enemies, but it's not here. So what this is telling me is we're joining a team, a group, a community. And yeah, there's love, but it's congenial, meaning very platonic, friendly. It's not filial, meaning romantic or coitus copulation, less that's of thy pleasures. Yeah, it's something that's already sturdy and stable, and it's if that's the I heard the word presupposition. That's interesting. It talks about a directional flow. Okay, let me do some math here. I had to give something up, is what I'm being told. Yeah, free will, telepathy, mirror, ancient karmic. Okay. So we were trapped in a something shift. We were in some kind of way, shape, form, or another blocked because of where we were at. And we were under this situation where we were being talked to in a certain type of way or talked about in a certain type of way where something had to pass. Something couldn't stay the same. And it came back. This gossip wants to stay here. So there's something out there talking about us, and we had to attend to it. Honestly, this energy is one of seizing, exploiting, Knight of Swords. It can be swift movement, but with a double eight, it means manipulation or projection or spell work. Now, spell work could be some kind of verbal scheme, to be honest. That's what spell work typically refers to in the non-communities that, if your community isn't into magic per se, and this would be something that wouldn't be completely foreign. It's literally saying that we're not ready or we're not worthy or we're not what we say we are. That's what I'm getting. And honestly, if this is around a job, it's one of our references not working for us because there's an attachment to us that they don't want to let go. It's almost like they still want to have say or control over. And honestly, what I'm getting that they're believing is they can't see that we're the right thing for whatever we're going into next. They don't see that we are aligned with something that they're not able to perceive yet. And they're in some kind of control mechanistic, whatever, what have you. I don't understand. It's saying here materialistic, and that's in love. A person's more focused on their money, a person's more focused on status, a person's more focused on their job than the connection. Here it's saying that they're not open to bigger, better, better. Their heart, their mind, their soul cannot perceive because, and it was the left candle. So whatever evil was working against us just got diminished. Now, their soul is not awakened enough to perceive the writing on the wall. You see how it says angel numbers and symbols, or yeah, angel numbers and symbols. So there's some writing on the wall. It's obvious to everybody but this interloper, but this usurper here, and then it's masquerade. So they're under some kind of illusion, delusion, confusion, illusion. Objects in the rear view mirror, they appear closer than they are. So they can't perceive reality. Illusion, delusion. Delusion is perpetuating a false narrative. Confusion is they're not able to merge, to sync, to participate and remain present in reality. Their conscious-based experience is faulty. Let's do another. Yeah, regret. So they may have some kind of wound because of whatever, who knows, who cares, right? I think I made a mistake. I should have never let you go. I should have stayed and fought for our connection, but I was weak and fearful. Now I'm here mourning over the loss of you. Because they may feel or want us to be ghosted, but there's a connection here to whatever, because I'm getting that they're a third party. So third party is right here. And the direct party, the second party we're dealing with is under this spiritual practice. But the first party, us, is out to turmoil, meaning that there is some kind of intention to change the seas, the tides. I just don't think it's working because we're being told to surrender. but there's no hangman here. But we have a La Papessa, the high priestess, which means pure, gracious, exalted influence over an entire cycle, which will be successful. Some mystery here will be revealed. I'm being told we need to pray because we are under this. Everybody's under this energy of running, and it's a yes. In the future, we're at a yes. And this third party, we are hearing their thoughts. They're trying to yeah, and whatever second party we're doing is going to be fair. And I just wanted to tell you for certain, we know this. Nothing here is going to be 100% foreign. So when we learn the truth, nothing is going to be 100% shocking to us. This won't be 100% out of left field. Does that make sense? What I'm getting is that we're going in for some kind of joining a community, joining a team. It can be professional, it can be social. It has something to do with our stability. So it may be something that we're either going to be committed to, or it can also, stability can be something that we're going to be committed to for a long time, or money, which is job. Okay, not always job, but like, business partners. We may be trying to buy into a business. We may be trying to join some kind of board, executive committee, or task force. We may be trying to do something, you know. Let's check the corresponding here. Yeah, objects in the rearview mirror, they appear closer than they are. Objects in the rearview mirror, they appear closer than they are. They are. Eight of Wands, excuse me, perdón. We don't have the Eight of Wands yet. I don't think we will, but we can see. Yeah, I can't, that song will not be quiet. Objects in the rearview mirror, they appear closer than they are. They are. We do not have the Eight of Wands, but more magic is on the way. Leave that right there and alone for a minute at least, because ew. Okay, perdón, permiso, pardonnez-moi. So this is some high level, somebody with some type of clinical or it's clinical expertise or seniority. So Eight of Pentacles with the Sun card means the Sun in the sixth house or in the sign of Virgo. And it's authority over technicalities. That's what this means. They have a technical power. Typically, they have some type of technical expertise or technical relevancy. So there's a caliber of their skills that could be graded according to scholastic means or social means. And I'm talking about social as in school, church, cabal, that kind of. And it happens to be with they take care of others. They might be something like a supervisor kind of deal. And that's just what that is. So they would appear there's some kind of friendliness or cordiality here, but behind the scenes, they have the ability to block our flow. And this is an abundancy flow, meaning money, life force. They can control our medicine or our funds. That's what I'm getting. And they could block it because we're not servicing them in some kind of way. And I don't want to say this, but it might be that we're not servicing their ego. Okay, well, that's that. Let's move on. Now we have this Venus in the eighth house or Venus in the sign of Scorpio, which means that there's somebody has an affection towards us that is hidden or obsessive. So there's something here contrived. It's not 100% authentic because the thing that we're not seeing is that there's some animosity here. They have a resentment of some kind. We might have even hurt their feelings, or they can be embarrassed or they embarrass themselves. And if it's a third party, they're acting like they're our friend. But see, this might be a boss, some kind of old boss or old supervisor. We don't know here that there's something that they're trying to keep from us, but I think we might know that it's love. They might love us or have affection towards us or some kind of way. This happens to the chosen children. Somebody wants to teach us a lesson, and here's what it is. I'm going to tell you how this comes out or what affects this. When you have a high calling on your life, another word to the unawakened, unhealed is what they call that is potential. And a lot of people see potential in the chosen ones and they want to mentor us or guide us or sculpt us or mold us in some kind of way. And then there may be some pushback, either expressed, unexpressed, overt, covert, macro, micro, aggressive, passive aggressive. We might push them back knowingly or unknowingly that may come up against our boundaries in some kind of way, knowingly or unknowingly. And then what will happen if we hit their ego in some kind of way, they will want to teach us a lesson. It doesn't always go as far as wanting to punish us or humble us, but hey, it can go that bad. And so that's what I'm detecting here. We've hit some energy here where somebody wants to push us back some kind of way because they don't feel we're ready or we didn't give them their flowers or whatever. And I keep hearing this. I've been hearing this quote for a while. It's one of the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene, if you want to look that up. But do not outshine the master. And so we might have shown somebody up here because I just heard that. We have this Mars in Pisces. So there's Mars in the 12th house or in the sign of Pisces, which means that we might be trying to move on and move forward, and something is going on behind our back or over our head or beyond our control that is acting in some kind of way that would hinder or slow us down. Now, I keep getting the dialogue that whatever energy we're about to enter is bigger, brighter, and better. They can see, they can look beyond whatever lies or bullish or interference or malfeasance, but the situation needs to mature. Something needs to emerge from the chrysalis, the cocoon. Um, so whatever energy is around us or whatever energy we're about to enter into has an affinity to us and not this energy that they're working with, but they do need to cater to this energy because there's potentiality there. But there's some open animosity. It's they think they're concealing it, and this is the second mask that we're dealing with. You see? So, I'm gonna leave that right there and move on because what? What? Okay, so we're also dealing with Venus in the first house or in Aries. So, that is a person who has power. This is something that you call self-possessed, and this is us here. So, this is we might have outgrown an energy that we were in, or a person that we were next to, or a department, or a role, or something to that effect. And here's the deal, it may appear to be ego to somebody if we're self-possessed. We're not yielding to them all the time. We're not asking them all the time. We're not getting their opinion for something. We might just be self-guided, self-directed, self-oriented, also known as self-possessed. And that may be threatening to another person. They may think we got attitude or hubris or whatever, what have you. And it certainly is possible, but highly unlikely. You understand? What I'm saying is, an ending is coming to this individual, this energy, and it's irrevocable. We're healing or merging or perfecting into our own self. We're adept enough. We have the prerequisite enough. Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. First of all, we've made the investments and our skill is graded here. Queen of Pentacles. It's not no novice, not even an initiate. We're above entry level. Does that make sense? I'm going to move on because I'm getting uncomfortable and I don't mind leaning into the discomfort, but I'd rather have more clarity before I run my mouth here. Yeah, there is just something that can't be seen, and there's also something being held back. There may be some type of racket or cabal or, RICO means racketeering involved criminal organization, and I don't think it's like that. But I'm saying like there is a racket here. Somebody needs to kind of get their um, they need to be tickled in some kind of way, and I'm gonna leave that alone. It's like they need their ring kissed or whatever, kiss the capo, kiss the boss, get the little blessing. Okay, well, they have the death on their side. There's an irrevocable ego death, and if this is a third party, look what they're facing. They're gonna get themselves caught up. Let them, because wherever we're going next, they're loyal to us, and I'm just gonna leave that alone and move on. There's interference here. I don't like it. Let's just go over to these doubles. We'll make sure I got everything now. Yeah, we're good. First thing I want to do is this pair of fours. Oh, we are not. I'm glad I stopped. There's something here with the moon energy, and I want it. Coming for you. Where you at? Okay, but we do have a throne here, so let's go to this throne. And darling, I wrote the book, and I don't even remember half the content. So let me find it. It's right here, though. This is the throne of the dream, basically beings born into Maya. And then there's something else. Who sings the song What It Is, though? What's up with the lyrics? Doichi? I don't know how to say that name. What it is, ho, what's up? Every good girl needs a little thug. Every block boy needs a little love. If you put it down, then I'ma pick it up, up, up. Yeah. I'm gonna say this, excuse my language. I hope we're in an appropriate crowd. What I heard, remember I was talking about kissing the ring or whatever? What I heard was they needed their balls tickled. We need to placate them. And I don't like contriviality. Like I don't do contrived. If it's not authentic, genuine, sincere, you don't need me there. Unless I put on a suit and I know that there's going to be a check at the end of the little thing, I cannot. I cannot. You hear what I'm saying? So that's what I'm getting. Every black boy needs a little love. So this is the person that's not going to get bigger than their britches. They might one day at the very end of their career have some kind of like emeritus whatever, but that's about it. And that's excuse me, I don't mean to laugh. It's not funny, but it is hilarious. Um, they're my dear, I'm so sorry. They're not gonna go very far in their life. They've kind of already almost peaked. They are at the end of their career, they're gonna have some kind of emeritus position, and that's it. So this is an energy that's more famous after they're gone than while they're here and present. And I don't always mean dead, but sometimes it's true. They would have the Ten of Swords over here. When they're gone, they'll be loved more. They're loved more for their absence than their presence. And that's not always prevalent or present. Poor baby. What's this for swords? Eight of Swords. Yeah, they got a little bit of depression or neediness or whatever. I don't know. There's some our potentiality and promise agitates them. They want to compete with, yeah, this is an enemy. Um, I, uh, uh, yeah, you hear what I'm saying? Like I'm kind of speechless, not really, but kind of, sort of, pseudo, not really. And there was another energy here that seemed to have disappeared. So they missed an opportunity for something and they felt some kind of way about it. But when everything comes to bear or comes to the surface or whatever, then they'll get it. Then they'll understand. So let's move on. Let's look at these doubles or these pairings. We have a pair of aces. What's that about? Oh no, we had to go to the throne. That made sense. That makes sense. Okay, so there's some illusion here. Something about a soul tie. I bet you we were dealing with them in a previous lifetime. But I'm gonna wrap this up because it's literally saying that they knew we were coming and there's some kind of time magic here. So let me see what that's about because no. So yeah, we need protection from this person and the universe is gonna intervene. It's good to say a prayer of protection, sprinkle a little bit of pepper around your door. It could be cayenne pepper, red chili flakes, don't matter, don't care. Just do that. If you don't have pepper, put a little bit of black pepper under your tongue unless you're allergic, of course. And just if you put black pepper under your tongue, just whistle and say, to all thine enemies, both known and unknown, lost in the seas of time, yet to heal, yet to awaken, yet to return to the resplendent grace of unconditional love and universal oneness. May you be whole, may you be happy, may you be far away from me. And pause. I'll say it one more time for you. To all thine enemies, both known and both known and unknown, lost in the seas of time, yet to heal, yet to awaken, yet to return to the resplendent grace of unconditional love and universal oneness. May you be healed, may you be whole, may you be far away from me. That's all you need to say. Put some black pepper under your tongue, whistle, and say that 3 times. To all thine enemies, both known and unknown, may you be far away from me. That's the most simplest thing you can do. Like I'm gonna go in tonight and bind my enemies, but um, we'll see here. Okay. So we're about to have a revolution, a completion. We're about to upgrade our life, upgrade ourselves, and something here is holding us back. I don't know what that's about. I don't know. We have the opportunity here to enshrine this within us, but I'm just going to close the door. Don't you remind me of someone? Don't you remind me? I never loved you unkindly. Yeah, we have third party interference. You know, what the universe is saying is, I wish you could have been a bigger, brighter, better man. That's okay. So that's telling to some people, and not every man is identified or assigned. Okay. Putting that out there, moving on. Um, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna say what I'm getting. The universe is saying, I wish you could have been a better man. And who knows what that means? It might be human, it might be a male, assigned or identified in terms of their gender, which we shouldn't be speaking about. Um, who knows? But I wish you were a better man. That's what the universe is saying. And they might be coming off pretty lovely. I knew a man who was better, much better than that. Once you get it, there's no turning back. Yeah, so this person is still on their healing and awakening journey, and we need to just pray for their awakening because we're going to get what we want. And this is an energy that can create a little bit of problems because we're about to move on, move forward, not needing them. And there was some type of copacetic or mutually beneficial nourishing needs exchange where they were getting their ego placated. Okay, that's just what I'm gonna say. And frankly, McFrankly, what's happening now is they're being left with a lot of unhealed, unawakened emotions, seeing us switch places or energy change. And really what they want is to receive some type of praise from us, affection from us. It's not the whole, I want to be bigger, brighter, and better, which is what I was getting. It's actually saying that if they're not going to get affection from us, they're going to get respect from us. It's what. Okay, but good luck with that because the universe is attached to this and you will get popped in the mouth for that. Not us, the person doing this. So there's some kind of triangulation here. This is not the negative side, but they want us to feel like they helped us into wherever we're going next. And that's just the truth. It's not the case. We actually don't need them. We need to never say that out loud, but they may, in some kind of way, shape, form, or another, try to impede or even cancel out our movement. And what they're going to get is deep, deep caca from the universe for that. If they strike upon us in some kind of way, it will last for about a couple few days. And then what will happen is they'll be marked as a demonic being, which doesn't mean that they will be that. It means that they're going to have karma to expedite in this lifetime. And that's going to bring them back around to us when we're completely out of their purview. So we'll see them again one day, just awakening from some suffering, unless they learn a couple few things about their ego right now today. And today could be over the next couple few days, but this is what I'm getting. So they need to wake up because they're in some kind of attached situation and it's their ego. It's their ego. They need to deal with their little depressed feelings. They need to pull themselves up from the bootstraps. They need to find some emotional fortitude, period, point blank in the story, because they want us to struggle. They want us to struggle. And it's, again, now I'm getting it. It's because they want to be bigger, brighter, and better. They want some affection, adoration, appreciation, acknowledgement, affection even. And it's a no. They better not try, because we're protected in a way that they cannot yet fathom until they mess up. If they F around, they're going to find out in ways that are irrevocable, irredeemable. I don't want that for them because unfortunately, we have the favor of the divine Page of Cups. Infante de Copa is the child of God. It's the most beloved child in the kingdom. It's like messing with the president's daughter or something, who's underage, like a precious little, this is like somebody that needs to be protected at all costs kind of energy. So yeah, they have favor and yes, they receive love, but not more love than us. They just haven't recognized that yet. And if they do something, they're going to completely rewrite their destiny and not in a favorable way. They will lose power and authority if they try. If we object to any experience with them, unfortunately for them, it's a wrap. Judgment will be called immediately, and there will be some type of administrative review. And unfortunately, it will not go favorably for them. Whatever they take from us, they will pay for with what they possess. That's just how this is working out. Now, they could be a Virgo rising. They could be Mars in Virgo or Mars in the 6th house. Okay? And we are, I just want to say, we're the flame that attracts the moth. And in this case, they're a moth. They really are tempted to do something dirty. I just want to say, and the love is false. They might be hiding the love from us, or it's false. They feel like they're in some kind of working arrangement with us, but our back is to them. They think they made us, but they don't know that we possess things before they even came into our life. And however they decide to go around us or work through the community, we're bigger, brighter, and better than that. And unfortunately, if we call them out to their face spiritually or into another person, it's all going to unravel for them. They don't have a lot to stand on, and they're resting on the wrong kind of laurels. And listen, my dear, my sweet darling, do not say that to them. Let them find out the hard way. It's a must. It's imperative. Because the one who's more innocent is the one who wins. And the thing about it is we need to not say it to their face. We need to let it be shown to them. Okay? That's the way we retain our victory. This is an energy that's working against us. So they're watching things work out. They don't like this. They're upset about something. They see that we're moving on, and they're of an opposing mind. They're saying in their mind right now, this moment, they're saying no, 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 no. And it's not out to somebody. They're not saying that to somebody. In their mind, they're contesting. Okay, yeah, this is going to get criminal really quickly. It's unethical or criminal or whatever. Their failure to do, they're not discharging their duty and obligation correctly. And they might be dictatorial, they might be tyrannical. When they get angry, it's toxic. Yep, this is a battle of wills, and they are stronger. However, we're more beloved. So let the universe take over, because if we try to do this ourselves, we won't win. But if the universe does it on our behalf, we're good. So heed my warning, please. Heed my warning, please. You understand? We actually have a seal of protection, but if we come down off the throne, if we open the door to whatever, we're going to let in darkness. They're in this nebulous cloud. I'm just going to say this, my sweetheart. Um, I'm sorry, but I'm going there. Are you ready? They are a vacant, vapid, basilisk void. Do you understand? Do you understand? That's what that's okay. So they need to learn a couple few things about life, not about the job. They probably know more about us on the job, but they think that we're inept. They think that we're lacking skillfulness, that we don't have maturity. That's not it. We're just more innocent and pure than they are, and we have more light inside of us, and we have more promise for our future, and they've kind of maxed out. They're going to end up as the emeritus of something at the end of their career, but they got a couple few more ways to go. And that's what's up. It's not our fault, not our problem, not our job to help them with that. They need to ask for help, and they need to sit down and be humble. I hate to say that out loud, but that's what's up. Seven of Pentacles. That means some kind of plan, strategy, or agenda. And they're feeling strategic. So they might be scheming right now. Put some pepper under your tongue and spit. Don't call their name out unless you know exactly who they are. To all thine enemies, both known and unknown, lost in the seas of time, yet to heal, yet to awaken. That is a very kind and benevolent prayer, saying that if you don't know any better, your punishment is lessened, but you will still be pushed back. If you've gone 5 steps over the line, you will be pushed back 10. It's a little cosmic, I'm not going to pick you up myself and dump you in the garbage, but I am going to remove you still all the same. So we have a triple queen here. That's always competition. And we do need to retain some type of high ground here. 7 of Wands. Once you get it, there's no turning back. Yeah, they're going to do something irrevocable, irredeemable here. I don't want that for them. But they're being given rope right now. I don't understand what that is. The universe has their eyes on this individual. I pray for their soul, because this is a person that, a lot of people are really blessed in life, but they have like a day or week of envy and greed, and that destroys something that took a lifetime or two to build. It's quite unfortunate to see, because I've seen the fallen. I've seen those who lose grace, and it's just a moment of illusion, delusion, confusion. It's a moment of being soft, a moment of not being vigilant, and it's a wrap. And the thing about it is they're going to start they're talking about us to somebody very innocently, and what happens after that is just not pleasant. What happens after that is a heartbreak that'll last the rest of their life. Yeah, they're being given the rope to save themselves or hang themselves, and they get to choose what that's going to be. But there's nothing they can do. They will try to oppose our path, but there's nothing they can do. We're already more chosen than they can imagine. We're in a favorable position, and they're actually looking at the road and the door open to us. I hope they heal. So I've gone through all of these. Oh, we didn't do the double 8. What is this double 8, by the way? Yeah, see, This is somebody that wants to teach us a lesson. They want to take actions against us. But they want to compete, to contest. Five of Wands, King of Wands. They want to show us their strength in some kind of way. They might be flossing or flexing. I think that's what it's called, flexing or whatever. They might be flexing. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Seven of Cups, but they also see some things they're projecting onto us. Is what that. Let me stop because you know what? Oh, excuse me. Let's move on. Let's move on because uh, I hope you heal. Star card, full card. See, we have a big, brighter, better future. Seven of Wands, Ten of Swords, Nine of Wands, High Priestess. So we already know what's going on, that there's an energy, entity, ideology behind the scenes here, probably an enemy of some kind, in their ego, doing something up to no good. Somebody here is an Aquarius moon. It's true. And it's the Aquarius moon that's going to heal. If you're not an Aquarius moon, you could have your moon in the 11th house, or you could be a Scorpio rising. Okay, this reading is hitting really close to home for me. But it's saying we have a new accomplishment here. Yeah, we are putting something to bed. We're burying something, and we're about to enter into a very sweet spot here. La casa denari, that means intimacy with the heart of the matter. And it's going to give us some type of, we're going to emerge a butterfly when right now we're a little caterpillar or a worm or whatever, a caterpillar. And now we have a double seven, so this is an alert. So there's an alert here, something to be cautious, warning, 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 warning. Yeah, here we need to attack, to oppose, or standards and boundaries. Let's see for real what we need. Uh-oh. We are being triangulated with the Three of Swords, Queen of Swords. This means that we need to put some terms and conditions here. Now, we've already done it, but I have a question because it means we might need to do it. Did we make a change just recently because of how somebody was showing up, processing, handling up on something? We have the Nine of Cups here, which means there might be some kind of, I'm hearing the word vainglorious, illusionary success, and pride. Somebody here is overly prideful. What I'm getting. We have a pair of tens now, Ten of Swords, Ten of Cups. Yeah, unfortunately, this person's about to destroy themselves because whatever they're doing is about to backfire. They're not able to move on, move forward. They can't be happy about this. Their heart's not going to open up. They're going to try to create obstacles for us in our path. Why is this so nasty? But it's like hidden nasty. It's underhanded is the word. We actually have already had a double seven. What's this double seven from before? I didn't know that the whole time this was an alert reading. So this reading should have taken on a deeper tenor than I gave it. I was trying to be kind of kind and nice and surface level, but we got to go deep because it's not just an alert reading, it's an alarm. And we have a narrative here, so I've got to do this work. These readings, they have been long. King of Cups, Queen of Wands. That's two people that are opposite sides of the coin that want the same thing. So it's basically like going about the same thing in different ways, not realizing that we're on the same page, so they're opposing us for no reason. It's unnecessary friction because of the ego. One person's trying to be helpful And that's their ego because they're trying to control the other person by being helpful. It's really like when you're trying to regulate another person or control another person so you can regulate what you have going on inside instead of just advocating for yourself. And the other person has some kind of vision that they feel that we are getting in the way of, but this vision is about us. So that means they're imposing their will upon us. And that's the truth. Ace of Swords, Knight of Swords. That's how they're coming at us. And again, we're going to win, period, point blank. We're going to cut them down to size without even trying, unfortunately, because we have the supreme authority here. But they are tempted to do something, but our heart is so pure that it's not going to work. And it's a breadcrumbing type of situation. So they're not going to say to our face, what's up? They're not going to say to our face what they're trying to do. But this is them contesting. They're going to try to strip us of something. I don't understand what that means. Now, this could have happened a few days ago, or it can be happening now. And I just want to say, I was about to go outside and exercise, and the universe set me down and made me do this reading. So there's already a bunch of energy projected at us. We've had a whole difficult cycle with this individual that we're about to end. We're done competing, we're done fighting, we're done dealing with them, and they might sense that as well. And this isn't one of those toxic personality styles until you upset them, but they do a lot. And I dislike when people say they're doing too much, because if somebody's doing too much, it means you're not enough. And that could be fine too. You just got to call it what it is. It doesn't matter if we grow apart or we grow together, as long as it's not by accident, meaning lacking an intention. And that's what this is. We're intentional about remaining in our peace. We are not going to compromise our peace. And this other energy needs attention. That means they're sucking up all of our energy. And yes, they are going to seize upon us. They are. But we're the king of swords and they're just a little knight. I hate to be so, to placate. You're just a little knight. Look how cute. But that is what I'm getting. When the truth comes that we've secured our position, let's see what happens. Because I'm not talking about a role, a job, a position, but it probably is that. When the truth comes about how right we are for whatever and how worthy we are, they're going to become rigid. They're not going to soften. And we gave them everything that they needed. And so when it turns out that we're not losing out anything, what they're going to be is salty. There's a little bit of cruelty in them now. So it's been an honor and a pleasure to serve. Thank you for allowing me the privilege to do so. If anything that was said resonates deeply with you, go ahead and comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, send a donation. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Go ahead and smash that like button. Like I said, it's an honor and a privilege and a pleasure to serve you. This was a reading about an energy, entity, ideology, probably in the form of an enemy trying to block or slow down our path. They got some kind of ego. I don't know what that's about, what that looks like. But there's love, affection, but we're making moves in our life and they're kind of going to be sitting where they're at. And on one hand, the energy manifests as them wanting to not really have a say, but to be able to say that they had a hand in wherever we're going next. I feel like we're leveling up in some kind of way, form, or another. We're about to receive an offer of some kind. So they want some more praise or affection, or they want to have more access to us or whatever. That's just that. And then this other thing is that they're rigid, they're entitled, they're in some kind of, they have the evil eye. They're looking at us in some kind of way, shape, form, or another. They're on something, some ish, man. I don't know what that's about. I hope they work that out because that's a hot mess. Now we're moving forward into a different community here. It's almost like we're moving out of what connects us to them. because they're a burden. They're tedious and monotonous. So we're making a switch, we're making a change. And what that's going to do is make them anxious because somebody else made a decision for us or about us that gives us worth that they were not willing or able to acknowledge. They wanted us to believe that we were childish in some kind of way. They wanted us to believe that we needed them to mature or to level up when it turns out that we were already on high ground to begin with. And they're unable to accept that. They want to have some kind of control over us for a while or teach us some kind of lesson or humble us for whatever reason. And doesn't mean that that's not 100% untrue. It just means that they're either going about it the wrong way or they're doing it for the wrong reasons. We have a worth, a value, a deservedness that they never acknowledged, maybe within themselves or maybe out loud to us. So this was a reading about third-party interference because we're becoming inaccessible. What do we call this, though? Well, this is an alert to somebody's evil eye because we're moving away from them. We're moving on or transitioning. Alert, moving on or transitioning. Alert, interference to us moving on. Alert, this is an alarm. Interference to us moving on. It's been an honor and a privilege to serve. Thank you for allowing me the pleasure to do so. I'm repeating myself here, darling, but if anything I said resonates deeply with you, go ahead and comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book the session, send a donation. There's information and resources in the show notes for you, including like the about section or the description box or whatever, what have you. What do we call this? Interference to us moving on or transitioning. Interference to our transition. So just a quick prayer to all those still lost out there, to illusion, delusion, confusion, trapped in the seas of time, lost somewhere in the matrix, yet to heal, yet to awaken, yet to return to the resplendent grace of divine unconditional love and universal oneness. Ha'anaponopono, we love you, we're sorry, please forgive us, thank you. We pray that your scepter ordered your path, illuminate it, and that you find salvation and peace and redemption in this lifetime. May you be well, may you be whole, may you be happy, may you be at peace, may you receive everything you ever wanted, starting with what you deserve. Until we meet again, namaste, Dhanavad, and Ashe, sayonara, das vidanya, auf Wiedersehen. Take good care. Bye-bye.